Good morning. I just have a quick musing I want to make this morning for you, and it's another extrapolation and explanation of a very difficult Bible verse that I only really have gotten understanding about now, in retrospect of my own life. And I hope that this will help elucidate some of the mystery of Jesus' sayings. The passage is from Luke chapter 14, verse 26. And I'm going to play it from the audio Bible online from Bible Hub. Hopefully it will record loud enough. So here goes.
If anyone comes to me and does not hate his father and mother and wife and children and brothers and sisters, yes, even his own life, he cannot be my disciple.
Those are some pretty harsh words, aren't they? And I always say my own father took those verses very literally in his ego persona, mind and understanding, and made our life hell. But what does this actually say that is missed on the surface literal reading of the verse? Introspecting with my own life, and perhaps you have also noticed this in your life, if you are on the spiritual path, if you are pursuing spirituality, you may have noticed that the gurus, teachers, master teachers, were all living a single life, at least in the process of their spiritual path. Because in order, let me break this down, this little passage, if anyone comes to me, it's not talking about coming to Jesus, because he had droves of people following him for all the miracles he could do. But what that little phrase actually is alluding to, if anyone comes to me, if anyone wants to come into the knowing of their own soul, your soul self, you are going to have to detach and abandon from all the dependencies and codependencies of family, the demands of family. And that's why it is saying it in such abrasive language. If you do not hate your father, mother, wife, and children, brothers and sisters, and even your own life, it refers to all the ego demands of the karmic life, the demands that life places upon you to please others, to fulfill the expectations of the society and people around you. If you do not detach yourself from that, it will be extremely difficult and possibly even impossible to find your own soul, because it is another realm that does not work if you have to devote your life in service to family or in service to your soul. Another passage in the Bible where Jesus said, you cannot serve two masters. The context was around mammon, around earning a wage. You know, having to take care of the cares of this life will block you from being able to make the journey into your soul, because the demands of life will keep you locked into the left brain, into the ego brain, into the matrix, which is not the spiritual realm, which is not the spiritual path. The spiritual path is the path of the right brain, the dreamer, the meditator, the devotee to spirituals. So I found this in my own life, and this is also the reason why I remain single. Because, I mean, I can interact with society, I can, do my work, but when it comes to my personal soul space, I cannot have another person's demands constantly drawing on me and devote myself to the consciousness of soul. I think if you go through a period of time where you can find your soul self and become established in that, then potentially you can go back into a karmic situation, into the worldly situation where you can have your family. But that is afterwards. You cannot maintain your family ties and demands as you set out on the journey to find your soul. And that's why so many relationships in this time of awakening are crumbling and falling apart. And people are leaving their longtime partners and husbands and wives. That's what this is referring to. When the awakening happens, you have to leave the world behind, at least for a time, so that you can fully devote yourself to this journey within, to know yourself, right? So it does not mean that you hate your father, mother, children, wife from your egoic persona. It just means if you want to come to me, if you want to find your core self, your soul, you have to detach from the entanglements and demands that family and friends and society in this world places on you. That's what that means. So I hope this helps somebody today. If you are entangled with family and you have trouble advancing on your spiritual path, that's the reason why. You cannot serve two masters. So it's a tough call, but you have to do what's right for you.